it's your girl Shadi Lee. We're gonna get into it today with my Q&A slash get ready with me video. I'm gonna be doing a light makeup look for you guys today, so it's not gonna be anything crazy, but I just wanted to kind of, you know, get to know you guys and you get to know me, and I want to connect with y'all. So any other questions that you guys leave down below in the comments, and I will definitely get to them in the next couple of videos that I'm doing. So just let me know and we're gonna get into it. I usually start with prepping my face. So this has been something I've been using that's been helping me a lot because I struggle with hyperpigmentation, as you can see a little bit. And I've been trying to kind of even out my skin tone. So between these two things, I would highly recommend this for anyone that needs help with that. So just saying. Start with this. Before this, I prepped my face. I did like a, I use these hair store razors. And I just kind of like shaved my face because I saw one of these girlies on, I don't know if it was YouTube or Instagram, but they use that to like kind of make their makeup smoother. So ever since then, I've been trying to get into doing that because I noticed it helps to make my skin look clearer, and I don't know, I just like how it looks. So, but I always start off with these licorice clear pads, which I got this from TJ Maxx. So if you can't find it online, I think it's on Amazon, but if you can't find it, it's definitely at TJ Maxx, so y'all hit up TJ Maxx. So yeah, the first question that someone sent was, what inspired you to start making music? I get this question all the time. So what inspired me? Honestly, it's hard to say one thing inspired me because obviously I've had so many life experiences. So it's like, I wouldn't say it's just one life experience. But what I will say is that I was able to start when I was, what, like 5 or 6, singing, dancing. Like anyone that's known me, shout out to my elementary school friends. But anyone that's known me, they've known that since I was like very little, you know, it started so young. Like I just always been interested in dancing, singing, beauty, everything fun, you know, but especially those things. So as I got older, I want to say around like 13, you know, I had influences from Alicia Keys, Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Lil Wayne, Biggie, Tupac, like literally big, wide references. And I just started like playing the piano. That's how I started. And then I started with singing. I used to sing on Smule, shout out to Smule. And actually one of my close friends now, shout out to Steve-O, I'm name dropping. He found me on Smule actually because I put so many songs out there before I became an artist because I had no way to like, you know, put out my music essentially, but I knew I loved singing. So I started out like that, and I think I just, after that point, just started like doing it repetitiously, you know, practicing singing, all of that. And when I was around like, I want to say I was turning 14, that's when I started getting into rapping, and I started basically just like doing covers. So like I would have a Biggie instrumental, and then I would just try to do like my flip on it. Like how can I flip the Biggie instrumental to make it something that's mine? You know what I'm saying? Like how did these artists get their flow, their style? So essentially finding my style. And from there, it was history. I just kept going. Like and at first it was for fun, you know, but eventually I just decided, I was like, yo, this is, you know, everybody that I show my music to, they're like, you need to put this out, you need to put this out, like we love it, you know what I'm saying? Like it was different than me just doing it for clout. It was because I was passionate about it, and I seen how it touched and it reached people, and I wanted to continue doing that. So it was just really like deep for me in that sense. Like wow, like I didn't realize I could create something that was so powerful to people. Definitely like a big inspiration. A lot of those artists I named, which I'm missing some, so my apologies if I didn't name them in this video, but I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this is the bomb diggity bomb. Bomb diggity bomb, 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 diggity bomb, 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 diggity. Okay, so the other question that someone sent was, how did I find my unique sound as an artist? Honestly, I want to say finding your sound as an artist is just as hard as finding yourself, because it's like, you feel like you found yourself one moment and then new things come about and you're like, oh snap, like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even realize that this is a new thing that I found out about myself. So I think I would say that it's a continuous journey, you know, because I found a sound, but then I like another sound. And I'm one of those people, like I said this in another interview too, but like I'm not gonna stick to one sound. I'm gonna stick to the things that I like to listen to. So if I want to fuse this and put this together and throw that together, I'm gonna do that, because that's what an artist is. It's about being creative. It's about creating something that people don't hear. Because if I'm just doing everything else that everyone already set out for me, what makes that creative? And that's something that I've always really like resonated with, is being authentic and just being original with the things that I create. So I would say like my unique sound is just being versatile, creating brand new things, and things that I kind of like, I would say veer towards would definitely be like R&B, Afrobeat, electro. I like that like new wave TikTok type of sound. Put it down below in the comments, by the way, if y'all know the sound. I think it's called I think it's new jazz. I think it's new jazz, but if you know any other names, I would love to know, because I've been really interested in that sound. So definitely put that below. They've been like mixing like compa with the sound, and I'm Haitian, by the way, you guys. I'm Haitian and Jamaican, if y'all didn't know. I'm about to get straight on that, because I'm like, wow, that's so interesting that they're able to mix like those different cultures. You know, I never thought about mixing TikTok type of music with Haitian music, but they're doing it and it sounds great. I love it. So and actually I want to say shout out to, let me see what his name is. So I want to say shout out to Trinidad Cardona. That's one of the people that's doing this right now. And Don't Copy My Flow, or Latin. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I know they came out with a song called Don't Copy My Flow. Those two songs, oh my gosh, on repeat. Cause like I grew up on that type of music, you feel me? Like compa, I'm from Miami, so a lot of the culture is like the fast 954 music, twerk music, and compa. If you're Haitian, you know, like you grew up on that. So to see like how they're flipping it now, that's like, it brings joy to my heart, put it like that, basically, because I'm just happy that they're able to create something that feels nostalgic, that goes back to what I did when I was little. And so yeah, it's a beautiful thing to kind of see how everything like comes back together, essentially. You know, like when you grow up and then you see things that you've seen when you were little, it just makes you feel like, damn, like this is such a blessing to be able to circle back to your roots. I'm using Born This Way multi-use, multi-sculpting concealer. I need to get a new one, so don't hate on me, y'all. And the next question that someone sent was, who are your biggest musical influences? I think this goes back into question number 1 when it said what inspired you to start. And my bad that I skipped over to that. Erykah Badu, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, of course, I love Rihanna. Just like old school R&B and hip hop. Like right now, it would be so many names. I wouldn't do anybody justice, like putting all of the names, because it's gonna be a long list. But my mom definitely raised me on like old school R&B, SWV, Boys to Men, you name it, I know it. Like I have a very old soul. So people that do know me for real, you know, you guys that are going to know me, you're gonna realize that like I'm 25, but I'm in like a 35 to 40-year-old body, brain. I'm in like a 35 to 40-year-old like spirit and brain level. So I would say just like old school R&B, but also infusing it now with like different genres and the new wave sound, like making it brand new, essentially. Yeah, that's definitely what I would say. I also am influenced by like electro music, dance music, hip hop, Spanish, like literally all types of genres. I would say I'm not really that much into country, but I do like some country music, and the only rock I don't listen to is like hard metal, like you know, but that's just a personal preference. No shade to anybody that listens to it, I just don't listen to it. What's the first song you ever wrote or performed? Oh my gosh, this is a really hard question. Why would you ask me this? Whoever asked me this needs to like, they need to chill out. First song I ever, that's so hard. Well, okay, put it like this. The song that I recorded and like actually remember, and I have still, so if you guys want me to share the song, by the way, like to show you guys, comment down below and I will show you guys the song. It's actually kind of embarrassing only because my voice was so little and I was trying to rap, so it sounds like, you could tell it's like a little girl trying to rap, and it's so funny to me. But, and somebody I know, actually one of my ex-boyfriends, he was on the song too. So that's so funny. So yeah, if you guys want to hear this song, comment down below and I will definitely share that with you guys. But for now, let's just keep it in the vault because I think it needs to stay there. That would be my first song. I did that at 17. I made that in high school, so yeah. The next question someone sent, they said, how do you balance being a singer, rapper, and songwriter. Oh my gosh, that is a great question. I incorporate a lot of it into one song. I guess that's the best way I can put it, because you know how people like, they look for like, okay, like there's a rapper but they need a female singer, or there's a singer that needs a rapper. Like it's giving like I'm the one man band. Like I literally just create off of what I envision. You could kind of know what you want someone else to do, but if you have your vision, especially as like an artist, you can't really veer away from the vision. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's one of those things where you just really have to like, what are you trying to create? You know what I'm saying? What are you trying to create? I don't even think of it like, oh, like I'm balancing it. It's more so I put it into a song and then it's balanced. That's the best way I can put it. I create how I feel. And I just so happen to be a singer, songwriter, rapper. That's the best way I can explain it to you guys. It's like, it's just a natural thing. I don't think about it. Some people just like to sing, or some people just like to rap, or, you know, so on and so forth. But for me, I've always liked all of the above. So yeah, that's the best way I can put it, is like, it's just natural. And when you get enough practice doing all of the above and you create, it will just flow into your music. You don't have to think about balancing it. The next question someone asked, they said, how do you come up with your ideas and your lyrics? Well, that's actually a great question, because sometimes I come up with my ideas and lyrics by life experiences. So if I'm going through something, that's the perfect time to write. And someone told me this and I thought it was so funny, but they was like, don't date a rapper or singer because you're gonna end up in a song. That was one of the realest things I heard, because honestly, it's so true. Like if you're dating a rapper or singer, you 80 to 90% of the time are going to end up in a song. Like music for us is like our journal. It's our therapy. So whatever we're going through, we're gonna talk about you. We're gonna speak about it in a song. We may not name drop you, but if we're experiencing something, that's the best time to put that into your music. So that's why I was like, that is so real and so funny, because it's like, yeah, it definitely is like that, you know? I come up with ideas and lyrics by my personal experiences, thinking about how I feel and how other people have told me that they feel, and trying to put it in a way where we both understand and relate to it. Just like, I guess, thinking about what would be relatable to people, how I could help them with my lyrics, and how it could be something that someone could listen to, and at the end there will be some type of positive result. Even if it's just me resonating with how you feel and you being like, damn, I didn't know somebody else felt like that. Like that's what I want people to do when they listen to my music. But then I also want to have music where it's like, I uplift you and I let you know, like, you don't have to be stuck there. Because there's a big difference. It's like, you can acknowledge how you feel, but you don't have to be stuck in how you feel. So I think that's the biggest thing for me, is being able to like help people to know that A, I've been there, A, and B, I feel exactly how you feel, and I know exactly how you feel. And C, that again, you don't have to be stuck there. Don't stay there. Move forward. You know what I'm saying? Elevate. Glow up. You got this. The next question someone asked me was, what's your favorite part of creating a song? Writing the song, being in the studio, or when I perform? So for this one, this is also a hard one because I love all three. Let me just say that. Creating a song, writing, performing. My favorite is performing. I'm just gonna be honest. My favorite is performing. Recording's up there too, because of course you're creating it, so it's exciting because you know, you are essentially like doing something brand new, and it just infuses you. You feel great, and it's like, whoa, like I just made like a new masterpiece. You feel me? So that's a great feeling. But performing is better for me, only because my goal is to connect with people and for them to feel me and feel my music. So it's like when I'm performing, that's when I'm able to vibe off of that. You know, feel their reactions, feel how they feel listening to my music, and how I feel vibing off of them. It's a real energy exchange. Like I feel like when I'm performing, I'm able to truly like connect with my fans. So that's one of the greatest things for me. So I would, yeah, for sure, it's performing. Do you prefer working by yourself or collabing with other artists? I'm gonna be honest, I prefer working by myself. Sorry, y'all. But it's only because like I was saying, like, only I know my vision. Like, yes, I can translate it, and there's great artists out here that I've worked with, don't get me wrong, that like bring sometimes songs to another level. So that is great, but like overall, I'm very particular about the way that I envision things. And I think working by yourself allows you to have that full control and creativity to make the song what you want it to be, you know? But again, there is songs where if you add somebody else, it can bring it to another level, you know, songs where you have like, you know, a two-person thing, like my point of view and then their point of view, or like if, you know, there's somebody that relates to you and you both sing about the same thing, you know, those things can work. But I just definitely feel like I've had better experience doing it solo. The next question someone had was like, how do you handle creative blocks? Okay, wait, hold on, let me show y'all my blush real quick, because I got this from Walmart, but it was hitting like, and mind you, a lot of these, I mean, some of these are higher end, but still drugstore. But yeah, Milani hits. So let me just say that. It's like a rose gold. So how do I handle creative blocks? I really just focus on what my goal is. Like, what am I trying to say? Because if I don't have nothing to say, then yeah, of course you're gonna get blocked, because you're just trying to like find, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it, but like, I feel like there's always something that you could speak on. If you do enough research or look within yourself, there's always something you can talk about. So to me, it's like, I handle it by just like watching shows or like journaling or thinking about the past things that I've went through that maybe I'm like, you know what, this was a block for me. Maybe this is something that could help somebody else heal from this situation, that sort of thing. So I kind of either look within or I look outwards to find my inspiration for my creativity. The next question someone had was, what's the most memorable performance you've had so far? This is a good question. I would say, this is actually a little hard. Dang, this is hard, you guys. I would have to say my most memorable performance. I love a lot of them. Shout out to Hippie Hideout, you guys. They're amazing. Payne is the founder of Hippie Hideout. And before I started performing, like that was my first place that I ever performed in my life. And honestly, he opened so many doors for me, not only just performance-wise, but just connecting with other artists in Orlando. When I was living in Orlando, I was able to meet so many people, you know, just performing there consistently and gaining my confidence as an artist. Because that's one thing people don't talk about. Like, yeah, you could make music and write, but gaining your confidence as an artist is so important, because it's like, they really don't be lying when they say believe in yourself. Like, you really have to believe in yourself and in God, but especially yourself. When you're like pushing out that energy, you have to be able to know yourself to a point where it's like, no matter what anybody says, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna give you this energy, and this is me. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, like, it takes time, but that's one of the most important things about being an artist, is knowing your art and knowing what you're outputting to the world and to people. Most memorable at Hippie Hideout would be my headliner performance. I had a performance where I headlined, and I did like, I think 6 or 7 songs, and it was like I created this mix of my songs and it blended into the other. Some of them had like little breaks in between. Like, I know this one song I have called Motivate that I haven't released yet, but at the end of Motivate, it has like a talking point. It's John Cena, and he's talking about, if you fall down, you get up. And it's just like a motivational speech. And having all of those elements into my music, it was able to help me to like actually realize like, oh my gosh, like, this is the story I'm telling. This is how it's able to flow into one storyline, because it is a story. It's just from beginning to here. It shows my growth as an artist. And, you know, when I started, I didn't know everything that I know now. So I was just creating to kind of like, I'm like, hey, what's fun? Haha, this, that, you know, like, I didn't really have quite a direction, because I was only like, what, 18 when I started like actually taking it seriously. And then I started recording like for real around like 21. So it took me a minute to even figure out if it was something serious for me. But again, it's always been there, and it's always been something I've loved. I just didn't know how to cultivate it. So that was the most memorable performance, because I was able to show people my story versus just creating a song and they like it and they're like, okay, hey, and they just move forward. You know, I felt that I connected the most through that performance. This is the next question that someone asked. They said, do you get nervous before performing, and how do you deal with it? It's like Lil Wayne said in the song HYFR, it was like, hell yeah, like, do you ever get nervous? I mean, yes, I get nervous, but I call it like the jitters or whatever, because it's like, you nervous, but it's excitement. Like it's like you nervous, but you also know like, this is what I came to do. God sent me here. This is my purpose. I'm about to do it. So whatever I'm feeling, I kind of like almost transmutate that into like, I'm lit. Like I'm gonna give you all of this nervousness and just push out that energy, and you gonna feel it, because regardless, it's still energy. So it's like, whatever you're feeling, you have to kind of just translate that into whatever you're trying to output. For me, I would say I just kind of turn it into like excitement. And then I just go and I just do my thing. And if I mess up, I keep going. That's one thing too. If you mess up, always keep going. Nobody's gonna know you messed up until you show them you messed up. It don't matter. I don't care if I damn near fell off the stage. If I get back up and I keep going, that's what I'm gonna do. And a prime example, Beyonce, she you know what I'm saying? She slipped down that thing, she got right back up. Like any artist you've ever seen at a professional level, they will never stop their performance if something goes wrong. They're gonna continue and keep going. And that's what I did. And I actually have a video of that. I did that for one of my songs. For one of my songs, Sippin', all the lights went out. And I just had to keep going. You know, I didn't have the time to sit there and be like, oh, you know, tech, go fix my stuff, go fix this. No, I had to continue going, because I knew that at the end of the day, my song was going to be heard. My message was going to be heard. Like there was nothing or nobody stopping me from getting that out to people. So yeah, I would always say that yes, I get nervous, but I just translate it into energy, and I don't stop performing. It doesn't matter what's going on, I'm going to continue performing. And that's what I would recommend to other artists as well. Please do not stop. Don't let nobody stop you. Persistence is what's going to get you to your goals. Letting failure stop you will not. So you have to continuously just keep persisting. You could fail 10 times, but that 11th time may be your time to get to your goals. So do not let nobody stop you from your goals. Somebody asked if I could wear anything I want on stage, like my dream outfit or whatever, what would that be? Like, what would my dream outfit be? See, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this thing called Crayola AI, but by the way, AI has gone way advanced now, but that's a whole nother topic. But I look up ideas on the AI thing for it to create like my pictures or just ideas for cover art or whatever. So one time I looked up a outfit performance cover art idea, and it was like really, really pretty. And I was like, damn, like I really like this. This is something that I would actually wear. Yeah, I just kind of like look at things like that and I'm like, whoa, that would be like a dream outfit for me. But definitely like just anything with like diamonds, shiny. I love purple, lavender, that's my favorite color. Just something that's really like jaw-dropping. I'm also into like I was looking at the cyberpunk styles and I was like, yeah, I would love to wear this. Like if I could like find stuff that glows or just super futuristic type of vibes, like I would love to wear that. I feel like that would just, like it would wow. It would be a spectacle for sure. So I think between diamonds, neon lights, purple, somehow incorporating that would be my dream outfit for sure. Next question is, who is a producer or artist that you dream of working with? Anybody that knows me, I have definitely 3 artists for sure, but I'm gonna start with Erykah Badu. I know she may or may not be making music anymore, but if she would just make one song with me, because I know she did it for Tyler. So I'm like, if she could do it for Tyler, the creator, you could do it for me, like please. So I would say Erykah Badu is one. Nicki Minaj, of course, because if you ever hear my flow, and again, my flow is my flow. I'm influenced by her in a sense of like, I admire her, but I do not cop her style. My style is my style. The way I rap comes from me just writing, executing, and it comes out how it does. I have no aim to try to copy or emulate any type of artist. I'm me and I'm Shawty Lean. So I just want to put that out there because I get that all the time. They're like, oh, you sound like this person. And it's nice. It's a compliment because Nicki is extremely talented. So she's somebody that I love and I admire, but not to a point where I want to take what she has. I just admire what she has and I do my own thing. And if it comes out a certain way that sounds like her, that's you guys' opinion and I appreciate it, but not trying to be her. I'm definitely myself. But I would say Nicki would be somebody that I definitely would collab with. And Chris Brown. I would definitely collab with Chris Brown. He's super creative. The R&B vocals are there. Tyler as well. Tyler, the creator, is somebody that is super like creative and out there. And I love how he did his albums, how he did like the talking points in the albums and the creativity in the pictures, the flower boy, like all of those things. It's just like, it inspired me to be more creative with what I'm doing. So I would say Tyler the Creator, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown for the R&B vocals, and Erykah Badu, and the list goes on. But again, these are the people off the top of my head I could think of that I listen to that inspire me, that I would love to create with. What's the best piece of advice that I've gotten from a fan? Now, this could be like subjective to you guys because it was low-key like slight shade that the fan gave me, but it helped me a lot. So I'm gonna say that it was good advice, but the way they came off was a little bit brisk with it, but very helpful. So one time I was performing, I had on like this outfit or whatever, and it was like a jumpsuit type of outfit, and someone came up to me after I was done and she was like, "You did so good, you know, like I'm so, like, you did amazing, you were one of the best in here, da 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 da." But then they were like, "You have a hole in your jumpsuit." And I was like, "I do?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Next time you perform, make sure you know like what you're wearing, or make sure you look at your outfit and you know that there's nothing wrong with your outfit." And I was like, "Okay." And I obviously some people would take offense to that or take it like, "Oh my gosh, like she's talking shit about my outfit, or she's talking about me and my outfit." But I was like, you know what? She's right. Because not only does music count as quality, but what you wear, how you present yourself, you know, your aura, everything that you bring to the table as an artist when you walk in somewhere, that quality has to be upheld. And you know, sometimes people don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. It's like, if your music's quality, you gotta be quality. And also when I say you, it doesn't mean you have to like plaster on makeup, BBL. That's not what I mean by quality. I mean like spiritually, and how you're, you know, approaching people, what you're wearing, how you speak. Everything that you do has to level up to that quality, because essentially people may like you but then not like your music, or they might like your music but not like you. It's like you have to kind of maintain that balance of like, I'm this person, I wear this, I do this. You know, that's why they talk about branding, because it's so important to, you know, build everything that you do and how you move, how you dress around who you are as an artist, you know, to maintain that quality. So I think her telling me that, you know, it could have been shade, it could have been whatever, but I took it and I used it as constructive criticism. And now when I perform, I'm very particular about what I wear, making sure it doesn't have holes, it's not worn out, it's not faded, it's not dingy. You know, I don't wear stuff that doesn't represent me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a high value woman, I'm a light bringer, I'm love, I'm, you know, all those things. So it's like, if it's not representing or emitting those type of frequencies and those type of vibes, I'm not wearing it. Like, period. By the way, I used this Vivid Matte eyeliner by NYX, which NYX has the best eyeliners. If y'all didn't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. And we got Lily Lashes. Lily Lashes. We got Lily Lashes on my liner to do, it's like a glue liner. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so dramatic. And you just let it dry a little bit, and then it sticks, and then bada boom, bada bang, and then you put your lashes on. And I have these little lashes. These little lashes. You see these little lashes? Yeah, I got these. I like when they're not like super like, whoa, like I'm flying away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need my lashes to make me fly away. I'm trying to stay here on the earth. You feel me? Like, I don't need that. So yeah. What message do you hope your music sends to your listeners? I feel like I mentioned this before, but I'm gonna go a little more into detail with you guys. But it's like this. I want my listeners to, again, feel understood. That's the number one point. No matter what level you're at, we've all been through things, and that you can elevate to whatever level that you want to reach. You know, whatever your goal is, you can reach that. The main point of what I do want my followers and my fans to know is like, you could accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. And music is one of the most powerful things. You know, love, faith, music, sex, obviously people know that because, you know, they say sex sells. So it's super powerful. So it's like being able to put that into my music, like those type of talking points and feelings, I think is gonna help them to relate. But it's also entertainment. So, you know, you can't forget, like, I'm not saying I want to put people to sleep with my music, but I definitely want them to, that would be my overall brand. Because I'm a high energy person, I'm energetic. So the other caveat to that would be like, I want to entertain and I want to infuse, inspire. I want to bring people's energy level from here to like all the way up here. And, you know, just show them that at the end of the day, like, you can still be a good person. You can still be a good person. You can still inspire others in a positive way. You don't have to succumb to doing things that are not you to be able to have money or fame or accomplish anything. It doesn't have to be that way. We're conditioned to believe that, of course, because that's what you see, but think about it. All these people are seeing that too. So the people that are doing it, they don't know better because that's all that they see. But if you have the mindset where you're like, no, like, I'm going to create something new. I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to break this. Like, I'm going to be the person that stops this. So I think me, like, starting this new journey of, like, not only just who am I, but who am I as an artist. I think building the relationship inside and outside of the music, but trying to integrate both as well as I can. I feel like most of the time people just want to put out music and they're like, all right, it's for me. Like, I put it out. What's up? Like, come listen to my music. But there's no value that you're completely bringing to other people by just doing that. You know, you have to create the value for others in order for them to create value for you. That's just how everything works. Thinking about what is helping people and what they need right now, I think that's what's going to help me to be able to build my brand and create values for my fans and my listeners and put out a positive message, again, that you don't have to compromise who you are to gain riches and gain fame or gain whatever it is you're looking for. Just be you. Something I learned as well from one of my favorite instructors, her name is Master G, and I call it Kipsy, but we learned courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and indomitable spirit. And, you know, that really stuck with me because it's like, when you really believe in yourself and you come to a point where you're like, I can't do this, and then that spirit and that feeling just pushes you to a whole nother level that you didn't think that you could get to, that is the most powerful, one of the most powerful things that you can experience. And it's just, again, like, practicing these things, affirming these things to yourself. I'm pretty much done with my routine, you guys. I'm just gonna do my lips now. Bada boom, bada bang. Let me do my lips. A little bit of mascara, because I feel like the mascara, like, it helps your lashes to, like, fuse with the fake lashes. So I think putting both is definitely, like, aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, y'all, again, this is me. This is your girl, Shawty Lean. Thank you guys for tuning in and, you know, spending this time with me. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm going to continue sharing and connecting with y'all. So anything that you want me to bring up, talk about, or just anything you have to say, leave down in the comments below. Okay, I'm gonna be fully transparent with you guys. I'm hungry, so that's why I didn't put on the lip gloss, but I feel like you guys deserve to see, like, the full look. So I put on the lip gloss and this is the full look. This is, like, pretty much like if I was kind of doing it every day, but I could go out, but I would just touch it up and maybe do a little bit more as far as, like, if I was gonna go out at night, maybe. But this is the look. This is what I use. It's a lip oil booster. I have two different colors, but today I just felt like using this one because it kind of matches, like, my natural lip color. And yes, guys, this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, like and subscribe, and you guys have an amazing night. Love, blessings, peace, and prosperity to you guys. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.